Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 18, Sloka 66, Part 44. Sarva-dharmān parityajya, ekaṁ śaraṇaṁ vraja, ahaṁ sarva-pāpebhyo, mokṣayiṣyāmi ma śucaḥ. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. Besides karma, jnana, bhakti and prapatti, there's a fifth means to attain the Lord. That is acharya abhimana. That is, when a guru accepts a jivatma as his man, the entry to the spiritual world is assured. This is called panchamopayam, the fifth means by which one can attain the Supreme Lord. We ourselves cannot attain the Lord because of our svabhimana. We have spoiled our Ishvara abhimana. We do not care for the Lord. We do not accept His help. We wanted to be independent. All these created a situation where we have completely messed up our life by spoiling our relationship with Krishna. One may ask a question, well, God is Ishvara, who has complete control of everything, everyone. Then why can't He forcefully take control of me? Why He has to even give me an option to become a surrendered soul, to become a bhakta? Why can't it be a default program for all the living entities? Then we all are just simply a puppet which doesn't have any free will, any intelligence to apply. Also, the way that the Lord deals with us is like how a parent deals with their child. When a young child, say 3 or 4, 5 years, doesn't want to eat, the parents forces the child to eat. When the child doesn't want to go to sleep, the parent forces the child to go to sleep. When the child doesn't want to go to school, the parents forces the child to go to school. During the early age of childhood, certainly parent forces the child to do certain activities which is beneficial for the child, which is going to come handy as the child grows. If the same child turns into 16 and above, or even earlier than 16, we could say the same parent dealing changes with their child. Initially, the child was fully dependent on their parents to make any decisions, buy anything. But now, as the child is grown, the boy or a girl are mostly on their own program. They choose their dress, they choose their food, they choose their time when to study, they choose their time when to talk to their parents. If the parents still continue to be the same way as they were before, the child may become rebellious and tell the parent to teach her or him as a grown-up youth, not like a child anymore. So the parents has no choice in this world. Initially, the child are fearful of their parents when they make mistakes or when they fail to do their homework or any of those nature. Later, when the same child is grown, the situation is reversed. Now the parents are afraid of their children. Most of the parents cannot even express what they feel to their children. They can't tell what is right for the children. They can no more push their children to do certain things. They simply go with the flow of their children. This we can understand, we experience, we see in this world. But when it comes to Krishna, not that He can't control His children, all of us, but He doesn't want to force and turn us into another Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, Shishupal. Rather, he gives various opportunity for us to develop that love for him in a natural way. One of the best means that he provides to us is Acharya Abhimana, getting us connected to a guru. So he keeps himself away from directly dealing with us, as we don't value his time, his love. One may still feel, why do we need to have someone in between us and God? Why there should be a middleman in my relationship with God, which is eternal? We definitely need a guru, a person between us and God, because of our swabhimana. We lost the Ishvara Abhimana. Therefore, for us, there's no other choice, options left other than Acharya Abhimana, which gives us 100% guarantee in our goal achieving Krishna. It is Guru who reminds us meaning both the Jivatma and Paramatma, their roles and responsibility, and re-establishes that forgotten relationship. Of course, whether we remember or whether we don't remember, that relationship we have with God never goes. But a guru comes in between us and reminds us our relationship with Krishna. Likewise, he reminds Krishna his relationship with us. Doesn't mean that Krishna forgot the relationship that he had with us. Rather, it means he pacifies Krishna to accept us. This will be clear with a simple example. There was a merchant who travels across the seas to different places and does business. He recently had a son, but soon after the birth of his son, he had to travel for his business to a long distance. So he left the home. But months passed, years passed, he never returned home back. He was very much involved in his business, which kept him going with his travel to different places. His son is grown now, he is a young man. He also took up his father's business and started traveling various places. The son happened to come to the same place where his father has stationed, and the son was going to do the same business as his father's. But the father doesn't know that's his son, and the son doesn't know that's his father. They started into verbal fights. The father said, "This is my place. I've been doing business for several years, and you should look for a different place." And the son said, "You're not the owner of this place. Anyone can come and do business here. And moreover, you've done business here for years. Therefore, you should give opportunities to young people like myself." The verbal argument went into a serious fight. They were ready to take the weapon and kill each other. They were not ready to compromise. Right at that time, there was a man who was passing by, and he saw the father and the son. And this man was a common friend for both. He knows the father, he knows the son, and their relationship, as this man is from the same town of this father and son. He came closer to the father and son and stopped them fighting and told them who they are. Told the father that this is his son, and told the son that this is your father. As soon as the father and son understood their relationship, the whole scene is changed now. They dropped their weapons, they dropped their anger, they ran to each other and tightly embraced each other. The son fell at the feet of the father, and father with tears kissed his son's head with love and affection. The son seeks for forgiveness to the father, and after this the two separate business became one business. It was no more father's business and son's business. It is one family business, and they lived happily rest of their life. The question here is, what happened? What did the common friend of this man and son did? Did he establish a new relationship between these two parties? No, not at all. That relationship was existing already, even before this common friend came into the picture. All he did, the common friend did, was to remind that forgotten relationship between father and son. Here, the son is the Jivatma, and the father is the Supreme Lord, and the man in the middle is the Acharya, Guru. When Guru comes in our life, between us and God, he reminds us our eternal relationship with Krishna. When Srila Prabhupada came to the Western country, he told that I am here not to teach anything new, rather to remind what we have forgotten. So a guru does two important roles. One, to convince the Jivatma. Two, to convince the Lord. Guru prays to the Lord, reminding that he is the creator of this entire universe. He is the maintainer of this universe, and tells the Lord the purpose of his creation and maintenance is for the Jivatma, his lost children. So he reminds the Lord and requests him to accept this fallen Jivatma, who is now coming to his senses. And the same Guru convinces the Jivatma, reminds us on how we got this body, that is, who gave us this body, who gave us the senses, who gave us the intelligence. It is all Krishna. And you, who took everything from Krishna, is fighting against Krishna? Do you realize what you're doing? Are you in a proper mental state? Only those who are mentally ill will think themselves to be someone different. You are servant of the Lord. The Lord is your proprietor. If you think you are the Lord and everything is for your enjoyment, that means you are mentally ill, because you are thinking yourself to be that which you are not. You have been in this world wandering, taking so many different bodies, and try to satisfy by flickering pleasures, which only gives more pain. The Lord is an ocean of bliss. Rather than struggling in the ocean of samsara, material existence, try to swim in the ocean of Krishna's unlimited love, Krishna's unlimited auspicious qualities. King Kulashekara, in his Mukundamala Stotra, he says, Karacharana saroja kanti mannetramine Shramamushi bhuja vichi vyakule agadha marge harisarasi vigaya apiya tejo jalogam bhavamaru parikinna kedamadya tvajami. Here he says, this samsara, this material existence, is like a scorching summer, whereas Krishna is like a cool pond that has lotus flowers, fishes, the waves, etc. For those who are being scorched by the material nature, the Prakriti, the only place where one can feel better is by diving into the cool pond. and that is Krishna. Kara charana saroje. If we say pond, then the pond must have lotus flowers. Krishna's hands and feet are the lotus flowers. If we say pond, then it should have fishes. Krishna's two beautiful eyes are the two fishes. And the pond has waves. Krishna's shoulders are inviting waves. One can certainly find the end or the base of the pond, but one can never find the depth of Krishna's qualities, beauty. When a traveler coming from various places, a cooling water gives him nourishment. Likewise, for us, that pond known as Hari, when we drink water from that pond, we get a great relief from the suffering of this material world. All the afflictions are gone. The afflictions or the sorrows of this world caused by our own body, by others, or by the supernatural power, which are known as tapatraya, adhyatmika, adhibhautika, adhidhaivika. And this is what a guru does for us. He reminds us our eternal relationship with Krishna. In this world, a son can still survive fighting with father. But if we fight with the Lord, how can we survive? Because everything belongs to the Lord. A son can fight with the father, leave the house and go to a different house. But we, fighting with the Lord, leaving this place, we can't go anywhere else because everything belongs to Krishna. So what a guru has done is to establish not the new, the existing relationship. So he establishes the sambandha jnana between the two parties, Jivatma and Paramatma. In our next session, we will learn how the sambandha jnana is more important than the sambandha itself. Thank you. Hare Krishna.